Hello, everybody. Welcome to the explanation part of the first solo. So this is part one, and in these sections, I'm going to explain every note to you in my written solos for the song Fright Checker. And at the end of the section, I would show you how to incorporate the licks that you learn from these three solos, and to create a whole new solo from the materials that you have learned in these three short solos. So without further ado, let's get to it. So the first solo is actually a solo that I wrote back in 2012 when the new syllabus just came out. So the first line is actually a Stevie Ray Vaughan line that I, to be honest, stole from Stevie Ray Vaughan himself pretty much directly. So thanks to SRV again. The first line is a pretty classic blues tune, a blues lick. So we start off with a bend here on the 7th fret with a downstroke. So when you encounter anything like this, your right hand picking pattern should be down, down, up. It doesn't make sense to do alternate picking here. I find, and most people find down, down, up to be the best way, the most confident way to play it. So here we go. You have one idea down already, actually. So you can use that to create your own solo. But anyway, so the solo goes from here to. So I have a pull off from a G, and then the B, which is the 9th, and I do a trail here. It is not part of a scale, the B flat here, obviously. It's just a grace note. So do it as fast as you can, like that. Sometimes actually he plays it with a 9, and it works as well. But I like the flat 9 sound here. So very slowly. And then you do a bend on the 8th fret of the E string. So after the bend, you come down to the 8th fret, play the 5th fret on the E, and then roll over and play the 5th fret on the B. Do a bend on the 7th fret on the G. Come back down with the C, and a lot of you may be wondering how come I can somehow omit the sound when the band comes back down. The trick is actually to stop the string when the note reaches its highest point. So here you can actually, my right hand is actually muting the string, and then I let the string come back down, and then hit the note. But then when you do it in a really fast tempo, you don't really hear that, and that's a good thing, because I don't want that. I don't want that here. So the first line, very slowly. So pretty much a straight triplet feel. So one more time, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, go. And then I think this is, I play this line pretty with a pretty heavy touch here. I'm ricking the strings as well, so like that. But if you don't like that sound, you can just hit the string. And then I do a slide with my first finger. All right. And the next line, it goes from a really low position to all the way up to the 13th fret. So I like this line a lot. So it incorporates some major pentatonic sound at the beginning. So slide from the E to the F sharp, which is the major 6, and then slide from the B to the C sharp, hit the E over here, and then slide from the C sharp to the F sharp on the G string. So so far we have And at the end of the line, I try to give everybody a surprise. So a flat 3, which is a dissonant sound. Because in the A7 chord, we have the C sharp here, right? So if you play the C, which is a half step below, the chord tone clashes with the chord, but in blues this is very acceptable. So everybody does it unconsciously. So let me do the whole thing again. And then you do it with a slight bend here, just a quarter bend. Pull off. So let me do the whole thing again. 3 and 4 and. All right. So the next line. So on paper, what I originally did was I pick with an upstroke the A here, which is the pedal tone, and the pedal tone is something that is repeated against probably some other notes, which forms a melody. So you can hear the top melody goes like, while this note stays here. And the picking direction would be upstroke, and then down, up, down, up. And play the F sharp here. And incorporating the same concept here, another dissonant flat 3 here. Giving this line a very bluesy sound. And if you want to get tricky about this line, you can actually bend. You can actually play this note instead for the first note of the Blake. If you're more technically advanced, I think something that you should try out. Another thing you can do with is to try to start incorporating the middle finger of your right hand. So it gives you an advantage because you have now technically 2 picks to play the music, so it should be faster. So if I use my right hand middle finger to play this, it would be something like down, up. So I'm sorry, the up is actually the middle finger. So pick, middle, like that. So let me show that again. So pick, middle finger, pick, middle finger, pick, middle finger, and then the pick again. So and up, down, up. So the second half is pretty much the same. So all right. So let me play the first part of this solo very slowly. So try to get this part down. 3 and 4 and go. All right. So well, one thing to add here is for the last 2 notes, you should actually roll with your first finger. Do not attempt to jump because like that. So don't do it something like that because you're not going to be fast enough. So make sure you're practicing stuff like this. All right. So get this part down, and we'll see you in the next part.